What is up, ladies and gentlemen? SaintsKnight 2883 here, welcoming you guys back to the channel with another movie review. And today's film that we are going to be reviewing today is the newest expansion to the DC Extended Universe, Wonder Woman. Now, joining me is my co-host and not a comic book fan, Mr. Aarononeshot. Say hello.
Hi.
Okay, just to clarify, like the last review, there will be absolutely no spoilers in this video. We're just gonna
No promises.
We're gonna try and keep this as spoiler-free as possible, so that when we get our impressions, we encourage you guys to see it or anything else. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to see more movie reviews in the future, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. So without further ado, let us jump straight into this review, and we'll start with your opinion, Mr. One Shot. What did you think of the Wonder Woman film? What did you think?
Well, I thought it could have been better.
Really? How so? What for you thought it was a little bit bad? What were bad for you?
Everything.
Can you go into specifics, or like why exactly it was bad?
The beginning. It took forever for the film to start, and when it did start, it wasn't enough action. So it wasn't.
Now you see, I'm sort of in a different. I thought that the beginning was excellent to set up her origin and how she actually became to be the Wonder Woman, and like basically establish her people and why she does what she does, like watching her grow up and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, man.
And you know what? The one thing we can both agree on: the fight choreography was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
The fighting in this, guys. If you're going to watch this film, you are in for a treat if you're a fan of fight scenes, because honestly I think that was the best, one of the best parts about this movie. The fight choreography and also the soundtrack. God, the soundtrack to this game. The soundtrack to this, it gave me... I was literally in the theater with Mr. One Shot and Gabriel and I, who sadly...
Never shut up.
Who sadly could not join us and never shut up, okay. And we all agreed by the end of it that the... soundtrack was probably one of the best in DCEU, apart from Suicide Squad. But
I disagree.
Apart from Suicide Squad.
I disagree.
All right, what did you think?
I would say it was better than Suicide Squad.
Really?
Yeah.
That is surprising.
I would say it would be better than Suicide Squad.
All right, you know what? As well as it's not a perfect movie, if I'm honest. There were a little bit of things I would improve on. First off, the main villain, which we won't say because spoilers. The main villain was a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, and it's basically taking place of Captain America, so that sort of thing.
Okay, you know what?
So it is.
You know what? Since you brought up setting and plot, the basic plot is that Diana lives in this island that's filled with Amazonians, basically a tribe filled of women, and this guy crashes, actually in a plane, crashes into their island with
Don't
talk.
spoil it now.
No, it's not. This is the basic plot.
They're spoiling it.
It's not. It's all this is in the trailer.
It's not in the trailer.
And basically,
but I don't know.
And basically, he talks about like the reason that he's here is because he crashed because there was like this war going on outside their world. So it's up to Wonder Woman herself to actually stop the war from actually stretching over to her home island. And as far as the plot goes, I thought it was handled pretty well. I mean, the pacing was good. Whereas you said that the beginning was a bit slow for you, I honestly thought that was a way for us to actually be like the calm before the storm.
Well, I'm talking about another film that you don't like, but I do. Pirates of the Caribbean, the beginning of it, action throughout. Action, action, action. This in here, not that much action.
Now you see, if you have a film that concentrates too much on action, you're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to get over-encumbered. You don't want a film with too much happening at the start.
But you want action, so you do.
The problem for Pirates of the Caribbean for me is that a lot of stuff happened at the start, yes.
Yes, that's
the middle of it.
The one of the footing safe, yes.
The middle, actually, the middle less start to go on, and when there was like the last third, nothing happened. Whereas this kept me engaged from start to finish.
Yeah, well, I would agree with that there. But the Pirates of the Caribbean for me was the best film this year. It was
and you know what, guys?
mediocre.
If you want to actually if you want to actually see what I personally, with Mr. One Shot, thought about Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge, go check our old review. I'll include a link in the description down below.
Yeah, I was in that review.
Yeah, but I said check in.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, we'll include a link down in the description down below. And you know what? I think we've droned on quite
Long time, yeah.
Yeah. So
Rating time.
yes. So it's time now for the final verdict. Mr. One Shot, what would you give the film out of 10?
Probably between a.
Actually, no. Before we actually give the review,
What?
you've seen the other DC. Actually, are the other DC movies like Suicide Squad, Batman vs Superman, all that?
Haven't seen Batman vs.
You've
Superman.
seen Suicide Squad. What would
Yes.
you give Suicide Squad out of 10?
Probably a. It's a hard one. Between a 6 and a 7.
We'll call it. If you're saying 6.5, I'll call it a 6. If you're saying 6.6,
I don't know. Between 6 and 7, I don't know.
All right, I'll say about 6 for you. And as for me, I gave it a final. I would give Suicide Squad a final verdict of 4 out of 10. It was really disappointing for me. I rated it 4 out of 10. Let me put it this way: the plot was boring, the premise was stupid, and the fact that you could just use El Diablo or the Enchantress.
Anyway,
For
we're
this film,
rambling on here.
for this movie, what would you give?
Probably between a. Probably would say 7.
A 7.
Yeah.
All right. Now for my final verdict, Suicide Squad, I would, as I said, I would give a 4 out of 10. Batman vs Superman, I've seen that. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. This, fuck it, I'm gonna have to give it 9 out of 10.
9?
It really is. It
serious?
It really is
A 9
that good,
out of 10?
guys. I would honestly, if anyone is a fan of comic book movies, if they're a fan of action, or I would recommend this to.
From the trailers, it's not what it's made out to be. It's the same as Suicide Squad. It's, to me, it's not what I was expecting. There should have been more fighting in it. So there should have. If there was more fighting, I would have been in your same ballpark. So I would have given it a 9. But because of that, there, I give it a 7.
Okay, so that is our opinion on Wonder Woman. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, and also your opinions, leave them in the comments below, whatever you think of it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And next week, hopefully, we will do a review that I have been dreading for.
I can't wait.
Ever since that it's been announced.
I cannot wait.
The Mummy
Yes, I
with
can't wait.
Tom Cruise.
Yes, I cannot wait.
So be sure to actually stick around for that. But as for this video, if you did enjoy it, then please smash this thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you are not new to the channel, don't forget to click the bell icon so you can get notified on all of our new videos whenever they can come out. And until then, guys, we'll see you
Yes.
in the next video.
Oh,
Final thoughts?
Also, at the end of this video, there will be bloopers of when we try to record this. So stay tuned.
Okay, yeah, there will be some bloopers thrown in because
Yeah, it's gonna
there was a
happen
lot
again.
of funny moments
Yes.
in it. So
Yes. Yeah, so stay tuned, you'll see in a minute.
yeah, stay tuned for that.
Yes,
But
in a minute.
anyway, closing thoughts, or is that your closing thoughts?
That's my closing thought.
All right, and so my closing thoughts are, until the next video, we'll see you then. So until then, peace.
Adios.
I'm feeling disappointed. I didn't left that feeling angry.
Your
I left
phone's
that.
fine.
Fuck God. And we're back. Obviously,
Also, guys, what do we do? Look at each other or look at the camera? I don't know.